I don't know if that's true.
If you just put it by himself, he will just...
I think the hero just needs to be in a lane where he doesn't just get hard countered. I think that's the biggest issue that he has.
What hard counters Phoenix?
Well, Silencer definitely hard counters him. Skywrath is great against him as well. Anything that can bully a Phoenix because he has very long cooldown abilities.
What about Weaver?
It's like so, but
okay.
I mean, we're talking realistically about supports that can deal with him, right?
You know, mana leak's really annoying too. You do the mana leak and you do the dive and you're like, oh wait. And you get like stunned halfway in, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, but the thing is, all the Phoenix has to do is stand still, pop spirits, and throw them at you, and then you actually don't have to move.
The thing is, the spirit in this lineup actually doesn't do much. Because a big part of spirit is the minus attack.
Damage, yo?
Damage is real, that's good. But the minus attack would not be that effective.
Now.
Yeah.
I mean, if this Phoenix picks force VP to not go a right click carry, until now, I'll be like, I take it.
Phoenix is also very good against DP because the exorcism does actually not hurt the ghost.
Yes.
Sorry, the exorcism does not hurt the egg. So you could dive in, assume that there's no really high attack speed hero.
Crazy idea here. VP all in goes last pick Pugna.
Okay, I'm not following so far.
You don't have any right click damage, but you can burst squishes really fast because you have a DP, you have an Earthshaker, you have initiation, you have TIE Hunter, and you can push fast. And we talked about how Draw Ranger Visage needs to be ahead a lot, and you deny them being ahead just by being very aggressive. How are you going to counter push with Cloud9's lineup? How'd you stop the push?
Phoenix is, well,
with the Wind Ranger.
Wind Ranger is not bad.
It's one hero, right?
I think Phoenix is surprisingly good against pushes in general, because the Fiery Spirits, you could toss them from so far away. Not only do they do a ton of damage, you slow attack if you hit on heroes, or if you don't think you hit on heroes, you could put it on the creeps and they'll drag the creeps back. So
the thing is, like, Virtus.Pro might have better wave spam right now because they have Shaker, Tide, and Death Prophet, but you have to assume that there's going to be Visage Birds idly pushing lanes for a majority of the game. Like, once Aoi hits level 6, 11, you're going to have to deal with that. Power Shot spam from Wind Ranger is still fairly good. Fire Spirits, so I don't really think they have to worry much about wave clear, per se. It's not even as if Virtus.Pro have a tremendous amount of push. Their only push is Death Prophet, and that hero needs to hit level 11 before her push really gets off the ground. Now, to me personally, like, even picking a Slark into this lineup, the hero needs to be able to get core items before he's going to be able to walk into what Cloud9 have. So Cloud9 being a lineup that is built around winning their lanes, I don't know if the Slark is going to be able to have as much impact as he would like, and it is going to be Fata Wind Rangers. So Wind Ranger with Drow Aura, pretty hard to beat in lane.
Yeah. And okay, quick question: Pounce versus Phoenix Dive, who wins?
Phoenix Dive just gets out, right?
Dive gets out, yeah.
Dive gets out. Okay.
I think, right?
Yeah. But Slark being a very powerful pick here, basically Dark Pack allows you to ignore Phoenix, at least his spells, and then allows you to get into Drow, making everybody lose a ton of damage. With that said though, Gust still push you back, and then there's still things like bird drops and stuff like that.
I mean, drafting a Slark into a lineup that has a easy to land silence is always a risk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you wait for the Dark Pack to be popped,
and overall,
Suns,
Roche, there's no region from Dark Ranger. I think it is.
Fucking Christ, come on, why do you guys do this?
I think it is.
I mean, maybe they just want to play with the fates of MVP and VP.
I mean, is there any other reason not to go region?
I mean, I don't think it is. Yeah,
That's a good reason.
Okay, yeah. No, I was like, well, no one's pulling him. I was
they
like,
have no Ring of Besaidus. They're not gonna go.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't know. I really think that like Cloud9's lineup is basically tailor-made to win their lanes really hard. And I mean, if they put Drow in the safe lane versus Tide, that lane is pretty much a flat win, right?
Yep.
No matter where the Venge and the Visage go, they can still make a pretty good amount of stuff happen here.
We'll see it coming. So.
And even if they want to go aggro and just totally shut down the Slark, they can do that too and put Phoenix against Tide, and Phoenix still wins, right?
Yeah.
So I feel as though this lineup from VP is... I don't know what it's supposed to do in the beginning of the game. Like, the mid-game for them seems pretty strong, but in order to get to mid-game, you got to go through early game.
You do.
The more you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
I think Drow is actually mid.
That could also be the case.
Yeah, Wind Ranger has gotten Ring of Protection. So it's a defensive trialing Phoenix? Question mark?
I'm confused.
Not sure if this is
Maybe
good.
it's dual roaming support.
I think the supports are basically just going to go from like the
Lane
side
to
of
lane.
Cloud9, wherever the Slark is. They're just going to run to him, I think.
Okay. Well, Slark, they found him bottom, and I imagine they'll see him bottom again. So offensive trialing, Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
Phoenix solo against Tide, which is actually not terrible for Tide.
They could actually 2-1-2, I think, if they wanted.
Because
think-
Tide, you know, he'll just walk in Kraken.
He will walk in Kraken,
And
but he
Anger's.
cannot ignore the damage from Fire Spirits.
Yeah, but Phoenix right click is also not very impressive.
I mean, he hits for
It's
57.
That's not
Yeah, it's
that
okay.
bad.
It's like
That's like puck
it's actually the song it makes, or not the sound it makes when you hit something. It's like toom.
Yeah,
It actually doesn't do it. It feels like so weak.
Very underwhelming.
Looks like the pound's gonna happen on the bottom lane. Jottam looking for the fissure. He's the Earthshaker player.
Ooh,
It's
the
a pretty
shackle
good
shots.
block for the level 1 shackle. And you gotta keep in mind that's Drought Aura, right? Like they have Magic Missile
He's
in
got
like
another
1 more
stun. I think
second.
Ill's
It's
dead
gonna
too.
fire off.
Is there any shackle?
Grave Chill? With Grave Chill 1, they're gonna get 2 kills.
Got him.
All right. Well,
Like I said, wherever the Slark goes, the supports will follow.
are they gonna dive him? He has a TP. They found him.
Hello,
Okay, this
Yotun.
is
Okay, he's
this
just
is
gonna
actually
check
the saddest tri-lane beginning I've
in.
ever
Oh, they
seen.
block him in? I mean, they
He
have
is
Grave
dead.
Chill if they ever feel like they do. All right, is the game actually over?
I think it's actually over.
I wouldn't say that.
No, you said we got to be like one super harsh one way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that way, when it doesn't end up actually being over, people in chat can just go,
Oh my god, they got it so wrong.
How
So it seems like I'm hating on people, but no, I really enjoy being wrong. I do.
Well, yeah, because when you're wrong, it means you can learn.
Yeah, I mean, I think this particular trialing has a good plan B, which is, you know, your Earthshaker could roam a bit to set up kills. Bane, you know, same thing there. And in fact, that's exactly what they're doing mid. I love the fact that, you know, your trialing's not working. Let's make something
Does
work.
he know? Does he know?
He does not know.
He does
He
not
does
know.
not know.
He's actually dead. They could Nightmare to set things up if they want to do so. In fact, that's exactly what they do. But
Wow.
the TP rotation are pretty real. Fissure, they're going to
No,
still
he's
go
like-
for it. What?
You're
Henry
on
says
your
what?
own.
All right, he's dead. Okay. All right, bottom. Emmy's actually laughing. He's like, where's my TP, guys? Okay. I can't believe this, he says. My support just ditched. Okay, well,
I mean, to be fair, would Pilot Die's TP have saved him?
probably not.
No.
Actually, it might have. The
All
enchant
right.
from Jottam actually did quite a bit of damage to him, so if he had stopped that, maybe? I don't know. Theorycraft. We don't know.
Yep. Bone 7 shows that I don't know if his Phoenix is good, but
He's
his
last
farming
hitting
is
well.
good. Yeah, his last hitting is pretty decent.
You could Nightmare
has
somebody
dive.
mid-dive. Oh, wow, you'll
maybe
try.
not.
You actually have to pre-cast it as Bane because your animation is so terrible.
Yeah.
So-
and also,
so you-
like, clicking a moving target like that is...
I mean, I'm sure he clicked it. It's just...
Oh, stun here. Middle lane.
Oh, so
G
assumption.
taking a ton of damage.
Ooh, Fissure's real.
Not actually dying yet.
Are we?
Bottling through it.
The
Are we
VP is
good?
recovering very well, consider the start.
I mean, have they recovered fully yet?
They have not.
they forced it to support to back, I guess. Is there... No, there's a salve on the Visage and a Radiant Rune. Which maybe if he gives a salve to the Vengeful Spirit, all is fine now.
You know, actually, they're only down by like 500 gold, and they're actually leading experience. So one can argue that they're doing very decently.
Ah, they lost.
They so lost.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna
Bottom lane here.
stop now.
Sadoi. What?
What the heck?
What was? Oh,
575
actually,
at the
Sadoi
same
just
time,
walked
yeah.
away from a power shot and he'll TP home.
Bye-bye.
The Stretch Armstrong shackle. No big deal.
575 is a lot of range.
Is it 575?
575 now.
Okay.
It used to be 525. Now it's 575.
I'm surprised that Bone 7 has not upgraded Tranquils yet.
I
need it.
don't know what he's going for if
Need
he's
it
not going
badly.
for Tranquils.
He can just go buy him at the side shop if he wants.
And he just dives away. Okay, he's a damage lord. He has 70 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, ole, would say like
So smart.
a torero, a matador.
Alright, calm down, Bruno. I don't understand what those means.
You don't know what a matador is?
It's something like soccer.
a bullfighter.
Okay,
The guy that
definitely
has-
not soccer related.
Owie?
Oh, my
Oh,
God. The
nice.
double miss. So there's a like an interesting interaction with Phoenix. You kind of want to stay at low health, so your spells don't cost that much health. But then you know you're low health.
Then you die.
Yeah, so it's not too good.
He's going home now. He's got his Tranquils, the full magic one, and a TP.
Bottom lane, Sadori's gonna eat a magic missile. He's gonna run in a straight line, but the body block is real. Anchor though, taking a ton of damage. Shackle, this one.
Oh my lord.
They look so long.
That's
I mean,
what
he's
she
not really
said.
taking that much damage. He needs a clarity.
Enough,
He's going to be
please.
able to get a stun.
Oh,
Oh,
and then bang. Highlight die. What a play.
I like how we all turned into like 13-year-old girls there for a second. That was pretty impressive, I think.
I mean, exciting plays makes us.
You remember that play where Arteezy was playing Tinker and he just like blinked away, Shivas
Oh,
to
yeah.
stop a Centaur blink, and we just
I
all
think it
lost
was
our
like
minds.
a quad cast, and all of us were just shouting. And the best part is they keep running the highlight reel stuff.
Phoenix got the
solo
dive.
kill.
He
he has to.
gonna
He has to.
die.
Oh, okay, never
No,
mind.
he's got that. Oh no! he
Oh,
doesn't
oh,
have
no!
the ult. He just starts laughing. He's like,
Oh
that's how I must have maxed at him because I think he said he had 70 health.
min max, guys. I mean, avoidable death, but it's all right.
But it's 110 damage, right? 110. He has 5 armor.
He had 70 HP. If the tower lowball hits him, he actually lives.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, or he could have just.
Wait, he has 30% magic resistance. Sorry, 23% magic resistance.
You mean
dies.
physical resistance?
He dies all the time. Physical armor, yeah. He dies every time. Sorry.
GG.
Wait, didn't Visage have his tranquil? Oh, I thought he has his tranquils. No, he doesn't.
What are you talking about?
It's been a hard life.
Never mind. Sorry, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Mid lane here, the dive is real, and Phoenix is giving everybody the cacao.
The cacao.
It is really good to save your ult.
Are they giving him chocolate or are they killing them?
Oh, the nice thing about having
Yo.
birds up. You know what?
Can you
Goal
deny
7.
yourself? Can you deny yourself?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he actually canceled his own nightmare. All right.
Yeah.
I guess he tried to, like, after
Yeah.
he decided he couldn't do that, tried to kill himself and then couldn't.
Top lane, BZZ's gonna get a kill. He does have his ultimate now, so pretty hard to get the kill.
Cacao is coming.
Well, cooldown on the spells for a little bit, and the regen
Cacao,
is real.
cacao.
He actually has to do the ult now.
He canceled the dive.
No, he just did the
Okay.
damage with the dive, just a little bit, and then used it. And now you're Gucci.
All as well. Does he go Aghanims?
I think mech is a good way to start, or earn, or both, depending on how you feel.
Axe is legit though.
Actually, it's
legit.
really good with Drow, because
Also game losing.
no, it's not.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
If
imagine.
you die with the guy with you, right?
kill both.
Okay.
You kill both
Well,
of them.
here's the thing. You get Axe to basically as a grave for your carry, right? Your carry's gonna die anyways, so might as well give him a second chance of living.
But
So-
by grave, you mean he sits there, does nothing, and is 100%
oh
dead
no,
anyway.
he does a lot of damage.
He says cacao.
Cacao.
Okay.
I mean, okay,
Aghanims is very good.
it is. G is level 8 right now, and he's very close to getting that 4 points in Witchcraft, which give him the 6 extra Exorcism Spirit. With that plus level 1, that's 10. He can actually go push a tower. Is that what VPs has to wait for right now, or is it more about pickoffs and getting the Tide Hunter to do something?
I mean, ideally you want a tie to come in to help you push, but if they want to solo push the mid lane, for example, and if a fight develops, then your tie TPs, that's also fine too.
I actually think if the game is delayed too long, that VP will kind of come back into an advantageous position. Like Double Ravage is pretty scary, especially when you have a Slark on your team and Death Prophet as well. And this here from Pilot Die. Here comes the minus armor. Shackle not going to latch on Sadoy. NB's here though. Should be an easy kill.
Yeah, in the meantime, G is chasing Aoi, and he can kill.
Yep,
Yeah,
nicely
he
done.
kills.
Here comes the bird. The
Here
dive
comes
is
the
here as
cacao.
well.
Oh,
He
that
does not
damage.
have his ult though. Can actually, like he's taking a ton of ghost damage right now. Missing. And the Shackle, however, will not miss power shots there.
He leaves so little HP though.
Yep.
65.
In
What did he
position
buy?
like, we'll find out now.
Vitality booster. He's
Alright,
going
so
Atos.
Rod of Atos.
Yeah.
He could actually just drop his Vid booster and just heal with Tranco once. That's cool too.
He can also drop his magic wand for the same purpose.
So we're gonna see a smoke gank of against Drow.
I
mean, MV.
MV,
Okay.
please, no. MV.
All right, he is
No TP.
what I like to call insanely dead.
Oh,
Or
got Tango.
easy.
Got Tango. The jukes. He says, I'm not fine.
Yeah.
This is an awkward position right now.
I'd say not fine is a pretty good description.
So normally you
A
go
for
like
effort.
massive Brave Bands?
Dude, that was like a 900 gold swing. And 1000 XP. Not
So,
bad.
this particular Phoenix actually very impressive.
Yes.
I'm blushing, Bone 7. Oh, Yo's trying to get a rune, but swap is available. So we haven't talked about this Wind Ranger, a hero that we don't see too often.
Look at that damage, though. That's for 136.
Yeah.
Well, most of it is from Drow, right?
No, but
Most
it's-
of the plus damage.
Wait. It's 25. It's otherwise hitting for 110. 16.
Okay,
Yeah.
fairly impressive.
Fairly impressive. Once you get the Focus Fire. Focus Fire is a ridiculously good spell right now.
It is. I'm surprised he actually hasn't gotten it at level 6 just for tower push.
I think you want to max Shackle Shot still.
In this game, I think you definitely go like 4 staff, maybe Maelstrom Ags. Like Ags with Drow is nuts.
Oh, they're going on AoE top, but it's a bait, because here comes BZZ. The birds are actually slowing down. Yo comes in right now. Yo just gets blown up. Look at the fire damage.
They want to keep going.
BZZ, well, he does half pounds and dark pack.
He's waiting, he's jumping, he's TP.
Oh, but he canceled. Oh, no, that was just a bug.
Ooh.
Animation bug.
Oh, look, Visage now has, the Verse have smaller HP bars. I like that.
This is a great play from VP. They drew attention up top. X is on mid with the double damage pushing it, and Ty is here, so really hard to defend this. Gotta be careful with Fata. Ravage could be spent. Double TP coming in. No glyph available. Shaco, oh, he's gotta have to egg. Egg?
Oh, egg it.
On the last tick.
Run away. Oh.
This is the funniest thing. It's like one person says hit the egg, the other person says run, and you actually don't kill it. Here comes the Cobbird.
But that is the funny thing, right? Like, you
Oh,
don't know.
the
Oh,
grip.
the big grip.
The
Level
grip.
7. GG.
Yep, he said.
The pair. So, sorry, they got the tower and the bird.
Yep.
That's worth it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Well played.
I think every time you ult with your... Oh, Sadoi in a lot of trouble. No, I'll back up. Every time you ult, and then you successfully finish your ult with Phoenix, you feel like you're Superman, so
Yeah.
just dive in. It's like, oh wait, they can just kill me now again.
I'm back in life. Han used to have this hero called Ra. That was essentially a Phoenix. Like it was like a mix between a Phoenix and a Wraith King, right? So he would die, and if he had mana, he would like reincarnate. And when he reincarnate, he would explode and deal like damage. It was like very similar in playstyle. You just mana up and lose life and do damage. But Phoenix kind of reminds me of that in a good way.
By the way, if Bone 7 decides to go Refresher, that's pretty sick too. Just give him the double egg.
I guess I'm not too impressed about Refresher.
Yeah, I don't really...
You never lived a dream?
I've never actually had a Phoenix game go to a point where I got a refresher.
Well, the thing is, like, okay, you used your ultimate, right? And you either won by that point or everyone ran away, and like your second egg is not. I don't know.
What if it's like a 2-minute long team fight and
Yeah,
there's like
it's one of those things.
3 Ravages somehow?
I actually got Refresher Aghanims once and saved my Spectre twice. It was actually like best feeling ever.
Fair enough.
So your Spectre basically spent like, what, 12 seconds in an egg?
Right, but they were focusing him when he's not out in the egg. Anyways, I don't think Bone 7 will go at Refresher. Then moot point.
It will be the first time in competitive Dota that Bird goes Scepter. Refresher.
I think Virtus.Pro is actually handling the aggression from Cloud9 very well. And something they always talk about is we have to finish the game quickly. We don't plan to go, you know, late. BZZ gotta probably Shadow Dance here. Oh, the Shackle, what a play! But I mean, the grip is here. Look at the chain disabled by Yo just himself.
Nice.
They're gonna get 2 kills? Question mark.
Ooh,
Fata a little bit block here. He could
That's a
bait
wind run.
because
Oh, no,
here
he doesn't
comes
have the wind run.
Here comes the bird. The Shackle not gonna latch. I mean, he's just trying to do as much damage as possible because here
Cacao!
comes the Cacao.
Punch the Cacao!
Okay,
Punch the
everybody's
Cacao!
slow. Look at the slow.
He didn't hit the time hunter with it.
Oh, he killed it.
He killed one. I mean, he got like as many as he
Or
can.
did
right?
he hit him and he crackened it?
I think so. I think he crackened it when the ult was hitting him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Tidehunter confirmed best hero against Phoenix.
EE.
Actually, no, that's Ursa.
EE being so aggressive. And Meepo, right?
Oh yeah, Meepo as well.
Got one bird, that's value. Got a resummon, that's double value.
But yeah, you actually mentioned something really important, is that they actually don't want to go super late with Drow. Like, draw late game is not really that good. You're just way too squishy. You do a lot of damage, but if anybody on the side of VP can close the gap to basically like half the effectiveness of marksmanship, you're basically screwed.
Yep.
So
remember, every time like you remove those 80 agility, it's not only 80 damage and 80 attack speed that you lose from draw, but also a lot of damage for the rest of the team. So by being close to draw, you effectively reduce the damage potential of C9 by, I would say, 30%.
Yep. And something that Andy has said earlier is how strong the VP mid game is, right?
Yeah.
And Tidehunter, he's gone for the mech first, which I think, quite defensive. But, you know, it's working out so far pretty good.
I think it's fine just because they realize that Cloud9's lineup is supposed to be the ones who are the aggressors most of the time. Like, not going for picks per se, but just being able to like, pressure towers and stuff like that. You know, go for Roshan. So with that being the case, you don't always need to be able to blink to get a good positioning for a Ravage. It's more about you have a blink initiator right now in BZZ. He can start the fight, and then obviously Cloud9 will have to react one way or the other, and you just use that room to be able to actually line up a good Ravage.
Aoi right now doing what Aoi knows, which is farming, passively pushing a lane.
Oh, Yoceptor's gonna pick up the Venge. She loses the haste stream because of that. He's dropping really low case swap an ally. No, there's no swap. I think he actually aggressively swapped in to take the haste stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he died.
That's a risk you have to run, especially because of the Yule. Like, Yule dispelling rules is such an overlooked thing about this item, which I swear to God, like, they started picking up 1 or 2 patches ago, but
It's just, it has everything.
well, that's the thing, is like, it kept being buffed and buffed. It used to be 20 movement speed, now it's 40.
I think you could take away...
It used to be 100% regeneration.
Fata? Good shackle. Look at how hard he's right click.
Oh!
I think he's actually dead.
That's fine.
They just swap him.
Swap him.
And just right click.
Okay.
Can Roche be happening right now? Oh, actually, they want to take this fight despite losing the start.
Oh, Jotun, no! He's gonna die, and Pyle die. Almost gets.
I mean, the position is really good. They have Ravage, but they actually can't clump up. And Phoenix is threatening to dive in from the side as well. Looks like they're looking to disengage. Envy will TP out, and so will Fata.
That's still a win for C9. Even though it doesn't look like it, but it doesn't show the Slug Death there. So when you add up the Slug Death to that, it actually is different. And then again, it's just G is now there. He has level 2 Exorcism. He might want to try and take this tier 1 tower. Or maybe he won't. No.
I mean, I think Cloud9, they want to prioritize killing mid tier 1. They want to get Roche. Like, those are, I think, steps number 1 and 2 right now if they want to actually take a really big advantage in the game. Because if they just keep letting it go on like this passively, BZZ is going to get too much. Like, that's really the biggest issue they're going to have.
Yep.
Yep.
Can you shed light on the SNY Draw Ranger? Because I'm sure some viewers are tuning in and be like, well, doesn't she already have Frost Arrow?
Well, part of it's just the fact that most of the time people don't want to go early BKB. Manta is a decent choice, but SNY actually gives you more movement speed for farming purposes. He'll probably go back for Mask of Madness, I would imagine, at some point. He might just opt to go straight into Blink. But just being able to have a little bit of extra HP to survive through like a fissure and a brain step or something like that is kind of all he needs right now. And he's not really committing fully to fights, so.
SNY is probably, like, bang for a buck. It's one of the best mid-game item if you just play for the mid-game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the strat is built around, so. They'll back off. And in fact, don't be surprised if you see Scotty later as well.
From Drow.
From Drow.
Yep.
That's what Arteezy did, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
When AG played it.
The double
Although I think
frost.
that game, that build was actually pretty subpar.
Oh, E wants to go on Cedo? No, he wants to go on the tower.
We're going to see a big fight on the bottom here. Smoke's going to break. They see, yo, the slow is real. The dive in. Is he going to actually ult here?
Oh,
Yule
nice
Scepter
dodge
up.
with the Yules.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's... Somebody's crying ID help. Bone 7 is taking a ton of damage, but he's got the egg, so it does not matter.
And the egg will make you come back in full life.
But they did actually also pick up Envy up top, so it's a 2-for-2 trade. And without really Envy alive, their damage is...
I am confused. Envy was chasing the Tidehunter. The Tidehunter didn't use Ravage.
I think
was
Slark came in
Oh, yeah. That's
and got the kill there.
Yeah.
Slark, by the way, has Blink, and he is, you know what, halfway towards his Scotty. So I feel like Cloud9 is trading too much and trading unevenly.
Scotty is such a hard item to build up because Ultimate Orb must be like one of the most cost-effective items in the game. I mean, it gives you 30 stats, which is not bad at all. But most of the times, like, you don't feel one of those stats. You know, it's like one of those feel inconsequential. And it's not like, oh, I have an Ultimate Orb, I feel more powerful now. And the fact that you have to build 2 of those essentially makes it so until you actually finish that Scotty, you just don't feel that much of an impact for the gold you spent.
Might actually die here. Oh yeah, he's definitely dead.
Yeah, bye-bye.
And the thing is, he died so fast because he doesn't have BKB, so...
Oh, ooh, yo.
He's actually surviving a little bit. The Fissure gonna finish him. I would argue for a Slark, you definitely feel the mana you gain by the Ultimate Orb.
Yeah.
He's a hero that could burn through a ton of mana, especially in a very long, drawn-out fight. So, but I do agree with you. The rest of the stats is like, well, it's nice I get like 200 more health, but
yeah,
it's kind of whatever. Envy's dying way too much, by the way.
He does that.
I mean, he's still highest farms, so yeah, that does hurt him, but really the bigger issue is that when he's dead, VP gets the better map positioning.
Going forward here, Avi's gonna get pounced. And the birds are dropping, keeping a good job, keeping himself alive for now. But his allies can't really go high ground. They actually Nightmare the Venge as well. There's a TP and Drow with TP as well. Here comes the Phoenix. The X gonna come out, but I don't think the X actually gonna go through. It's gonna be close. No Shackle gonna be a Sadoi dropping low the birds and Sniper Power Shot. Is there anything? No, he actually loses 2 birds as well.
No, E coming. Blink. He just runs away and TPs away.
Envy actually has bought 4 teleport scrolls. I'm not sure what that's about. I guess a panic buy when he was dying.
Yeah, when he was dying.
I think Cloud9 is really crumbling right now. It's just, they're playing very poorly.
They are.
I think that their lineup really lacks a big teamfight disable because we talked about how they're the team that's supposed to actually win the laning phase and actually be able to push towers, like get the tier 2s, take map control away. But when you don't have something on your team like VP does, like Tidehunter, for example, or some big threatening AoE ability, it doesn't really feel that scary to fight into you, even if you win the laning phase by a big margin. Holy moly. He just instantly died.
Somewhere out there, MVP is like,
Yo, please, guys.
how ironic that Phoenix is making MVP Phoenix. Feel very, very sad.
That might have been like the whole thought process, you know? Like,
That's like a
we make MVP Phoenix qualify by picking Phoenix. It's like a shout-out kind of thing.
I guess, except they're losing.
Yeah, well, it's one of those plans that if they come to fruition. And I still wouldn't count them out.
Yeah, I don't think Drow's that bad of a late game. As we see, Yo's gonna get the slow. Oh yeah, Yo the deeps.
Ooh,
Okay.
Birds
are gonna drop.
Ting tang, wala wala, bing bang.
Alright.
Slark in the meantime bought an Ultimate Orb and sold an Ultimate Orb.
I mean, he's gonna rebuy an ultimate.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, the offensive Yules here. Envy's gonna get straight up TP.
Oh, that's another E death. Okay, so this is problematic for Cloud9 right now.
Yep.
Because they're like,
They might lose tier 3 and tier 2.
they're getting picked off because of lack of discipline at the moment. It's
Well, for Envy, Steph, every time he's died, he's actually like trying to do something. For example, at the bottom, he was split pushing. Mid, he's getting a tower. But yeah, it could be much cleaner.
yeah. So if Cloud9 can secure a Roche now, that would be great. If VP gets a Roche, it kind of starts feeling like the beginning of the end. G is gonna pop Exorcism. They want to secure this right now. Cloud9 knows, Cloud9 suspects, Bone 7 is ready. Now this is interesting thing, the egg allows you to put yourself in this position, like close, which is not inside the pit,
Right.
that it's very hard to hit the egg. You've zoned them out.
True. I mean, but you want to do more than just zoning. Here comes the dive.
I don't know, against the
Oh,
Roche.
she's in the pit. He needs to ray out of here. He's gonna orb into it. I mean, they'll just kill him twice, right? What a shackle against G. G will lose his Aegis.
Oh, easy
BZZ
dive.
gets stunned, and he's gonna have another dive to refresh. Ravage blinks on the high ground. Bone 7 gets silenced as well. Can he actually dive out of there? Looks like Bone 7's gonna be dead without dropping most of his spirits. Here comes Envy on the backline. He sees BZZ. The bird drop is real. The damage is also real. Envy though takes a dunk. He gets swapped into the fissure. Highlight that dies. Envy will die, or the other way around.
Oh, but here comes the cleanup crew. It's Fada with the buyback, and now with 2000 chasing people. Can they do something about it? Well, Jordan seems dead.
He's got Fissure soon, but he's not going to be able to use a Blink Anchor. There's a Force Staff. They want to chase down Fata. Fata does have Wind Run when he pops back out. He needs to pop Wind Run ASAP. Wind Run, and the use is real. He needs a Magical Shackle. He will not get it. And that was a buyback from Fata. A dieback, actually.
Yeah.
And that was 5 kills and a Roshan around the 25th minute mark.
Yeah.
Not looking good.
They got 4 in exchange, but not good enough, and they are running out of steam right now.
I mean, normally, Aoi in this part of the game would have Aghanims and then some.
Yeah.
But this game has been really rough.
I am actually kind of confused about the role of Eidos in the Phoenix. Like, I don't know what that is accomplishing in a team with like Slark and long-range initiators like TIE Hunter and Earthshaker.
I think it was mostly for the supports, but yeah, it's not really accomplishing much.
I think it's one of those items that you buy when you know that you have to have some huge advantage, and being able to get like an extra kill because you have Atos is really tempting. And plus it gives you int and HP, right? Like 2 things that Phoenix actually needs pretty badly. The hero it barely has enough mana to use all of her spells at the start, right? So it's definitely a decent choice, and plus it helps you line up spirits. Nobody on the side of VP has a BKB. Sure, it's not a good like killing item, but it does have its use, I think.
I mean, I feel like the mana is not a big deal, because as you level up, you get enough mana to cast your spells.
Yeah.
Oh, the jump. They found the E again. E with the silence and tries to
Yeah.
TPO.
Gonna make it home. The bird drop was real.
Wow.
What a play from Aoi. I actually think Mech is probably just a lot better for, like, for example, if they had Mech in that Roche fight, probably would have been much closer.
Yeah.
But also a lot of times when you play Phoenix, like earlier he had to dive in and ult. And at that time his team is not even close by, so even if you use the Mech, it's kind of just for yourself. So maybe that's why it makes Atos, like, it pushes over. But he's gonna get some teamfight item now with the Shivas, although he's quite far away from finishing it.
And now the push is real, and it's coming top. G ready to pop out the Exorcism. Cedo actually TPing down because they realized that Cloud9 is also pushing. And now Bone 7 with the dive runs away. Twilight Eye is going to be the sacrificial lamb. We'll see. Oh, or will he? There's Farah here.
The birds are giving everybody the stun, but it's time to get out.
Yeah. And there's no resummon for the birds, so these birds have to be very careful.
From Fata, Ravage! Just on the edge!
Well, things are turning a darker and darker shade of gray for both C9 and MVP Phoenix, as Virtus.Pro seems to be closer and closer to clinching that magical 6th spot.
Yes, I'm very key on being picked up here soon. Earthshaker about to pick up his dagger. Shiva's guard about to be picked up by G. And of course...
Would you call it the Jiva's card?
No. BZZ also finishing whatever he needs next. Probably BKB.
Whatever he needs next.
I mean, to be honest, it's like Cloud9 with their lineup, I feel like should have been quite a bit farther ahead than they were. I mean, they started off this game by killing every single hero in VP's defensive tri-lane. Just kill them all.
They smoke under the ward, by the way.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll see what happens.
They got BKB
And
on
they
them.
got a haste.
There's a haste as well. They don't want to pick that up. I think
mean,
they saw the fissure actually
They
dying.
see Yol, but that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom
And there's no
tower
real
has fallen.
way to get Yol.
And the longer it takes for anyone to farm top, the more obvious this becomes.
Yep.
So the entirety of VP is basically just back.
Well,
I mean-
they did TP under ward. There's smoke under ward.
And they lost a tier 1 bottom without defending it, so...
Yes.
I know.
So that says a lot. That's when you buy another smoke and you do it again? Ah,
And don't smoke in the same spot.
right, yeah.
And it's on cooldown, so game is hard.
You give it to another hero. You buy on another hero.
No, I mean like, okay, they do have an extra one, okay.
So, Wind Ranger is going for BKB. What do you guys think about this?
Wind Ranger going for BKB. I mean, it will make the Slug not lock you down, which is nice. It will make you immune to Yules, which is nice. And to a certain extent, the TIE Hunter cannot ravage wildly until he has a refresher.
I mean, that's actually what I think Cloud9 will refer to as a game-losing BKB.
Yes.
Because,
I mean, Draw's got one too.
well, yeah, but Drow actually does a ton of damage. Like, still hits for almost 300 with a BKB and an SMY, right? So
Yeah.
that hero still definitely does a lot of
Oh,
damage.
and Vengeful Aura, she hits for
Well,
250.
she'll also lose damage as Slark is, you know, in your face.
I just feel as though Fata really wants something else that's going to be able to give him individually a bigger impact as opposed to just buying an item so he doesn't get stun locked to death. And he can still get gripped through BKB, and the Slark can still kill through BKB, and Exorcism still kills you through BKB. So
I think Yules might be actually better because I feel like if they go on you, you use yourself up in the air. So that's a way to disengage.
Okay.
Pi might be in a little bit of trouble. And also Yules doubles as a way to cancel that Fiend's Grip. I mean, having swap Magic Missile and Shackle and Gust is a good start, but it doesn't hurt to have more.
It's a lot of ways.
Yeah. So going, give him the Atos.
Yeah.
All right.
Not
Oh my
that
god,
I
the
mean
birds.
much. The bird is actually farming surprisingly well. Oh, he pops a BKB. Also, the Fiend's Grip. Exorcism is there, is real, and the ghosts are going to do a lot of damage. But he is like, you know what? I'm out of here, and he's actually out of here.
why didn't he Anchor Smash? Should have been quite close, I think, to getting a kill, right?
I don't think it was be enough, but yeah, he should have.
It was very, very close.
And now, Aoi and his bird's hiding. Oh, Aoi?
The goals are
He gets
finding him
bought,
out. What? These ghosts are so next level. How do they get vision?
Map pack.
They're flying ghosts. Oh, they get flying vision. But they're not from the same team, so they don't show the vision to someone else.
I mean, it's not the worst to get an early BKB like Fata did, as long as he's
Oh, they find... Oh, one bird. Two... Resummon, yeah.
I mean, I guess the one benefit of having Drow and Venge together is that, like, normally buying BKBs is a lot more detrimental to your overall team damage output when you don't have any physical DPS, but because you actually have double aura, it's kind of supplemented a bit.
Okay, everyone's damage is being increased by 65, and we're talking about a 5 range lineup. The plus 65 applies fully to creeps. So it also applies to those 3 verse.
Yeah.
Increasing the time they hit by 65 times 3, which is 235. Is it? No, 195, sorry. 195. And they attack, I think, 3 times per second. So
They attack pretty fast.
Yeah. So it's about 600 DPS every time she pops that with the birds.
So that
600
means, like,
DPS.
the Bane and the Earthshaker actually just get devoured by those birds.
Yes.
And Aoi's basically just using the farm right now, and normally what he does is he split pushes with them as well.
Hyde's actually like one anchor. They're down at half health, so
Yeah,
the
that's
pushing
true.
with the birds are.
But
a
you
little
still have
risky.
to punch them again, right?
Yeah.
And they also get affected by Venge Aura. If not, well, it's minimal, right? It's 3 damage because their base damage.
Still
is
3 damage.
So it's 9 damage per second. It's an increase of 27 DPS.
Not bad.
That value.
Decent.
But yeah, we'll see. Oh, actually, Bone is going. Bone is going on G.
Oh, he's going to line up the bird stuns quite easily off that, right?
No, the birds are on cooldown.
Oh,
the
wow,
silence
wow.
Yeah, he's actually dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Bone. Bone
Yeah.
7 is now Bone 6. He lost a life.
If the birds had stun, actually, that would have been a big play, but unfortunately, they did not.
Yeah, he went over aggressive with that, and he paid with his life.
So if then we could get up to Butterfly without dying,
Yeah.
this would be pretty good.
I mean, his damage output's not really the issue, in my opinion. Like,
I mean,
he's
the
always
evasion
been able
is-
to do a lot of damage. And yeah, it's good against Slark until the Slark finds that NB actually has a Butterfly and then just decides to build a MKB, which
BKB?
I don't think is too unreasonable given the circumstances. Like, BZZ is still quite farmed.
I'm honestly genuinely surprised that G is the one with the top gold in the game, and he's still not particularly tanky. I mean, yes, we're talking 21 armor here. Sorry,
Cheapest
24.
BKB, man. Not bad.
And we're talking 121 movement speed when he uses the face boot. Oh, the
grip.
Fiend's Grip. It's the swap.
I mean, he still gets grip.
Yeah, I know, right? But
Are they gonna ravage him? They're not.
No.
Highlight Die is gonna give his death as a noble sacrifice, and that's double ravage. I think Cloud9 will lose this fight and lose the Rex.
I don't think they can fight it at all, actually.
All right, this gotta be some magical stuff.
Well, I don't think Sadoy has mana for double
Okay,
ravage.
what if like they just silence the TIE Hunter and they ignore him?
Dire's
I mean, that's an ideal scenario.
Yeah, that's what you have to do, right?
Yeah. Well, you got to get the Drow in a position to stun the Tide without the Tide blinking in. So, I mean, that's a tall order, right? That's pretty
It
difficult
really
to
is.
do.
It really is. Maybe with some sneaky birds.
Yeah,
Or
you
the
have to
cow.
like, cancel his blink and or dive into him and then have Envy silence him.
G literally taking no damage.
And be looking to deny their own tower.
And they decide to retreat right now. Even TPing because, yeah, they need to stop this bird from pushing the tower. Actually, it's a tier 1 for a tier 2, tier 2 for a tier 3 trade.
Oh, the bird drops to ensure the TP. Oh, actually, what happened to TP? He
Bash,
misclicked?
bash.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's a Slark Basher and Scotty.
Oh no, don't feed the birds.
Yep. Wow, they're actually going straight into the Roshan under vision, I think.
They were under vision.
Yeah, they were. But they're doing it
know.
so fast. Focus fire is a real thing. Tear is a real thing. Here comes everybody. There is no exorcism for 80 seconds.
Oh, that's
Silence
though.
on Pylai died. 3-man. Pretty real stuff. Does have Rod of Atos. Long cast range. But here comes a TIE Herder. He has 2 Ravage. Envy. Oh, the dunk to start things off. And then the Ravage. Wow.
Another
Okay.
second one. Okay.
I mean, they don't even need a second one. The
Ooh.
Fisher actually gets him.
Oh my
Force
God.
up. The grip is real. Yo is actually winning the game. Like, his grip has just been absolutely amazing.
And the claps come from the VP manager. We said there was a lot in play in this game. And might be not much for C9, but it means a lot for MVP Phoenix.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And-
think you said that during, like, before the second game, right? That they still want to win.
Yes.
It's not about, like...
Oh no, this is not a throw in any way. This
Yeah.
is just.
I mean, they did kill 3 people on offensive trial and getting first blood triple kill.
Yeah. Oh, the bird finds and gets super
dive.
stun. He got dive, and that's the answer. Like, it actually breaks the pound. Pound.
I mean, that is a terrifying Slark, to be honest.
It really is.
You just got 14 stacks for that little exchange. He's like with that.
It's like, hey, 42 free agility. Thank you. I'm a Drow Ranger.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
And now the Sweet Sisters go. There is no glyph. This is going to be dead Raxus. Everyone on C9 has their
Poison
ultimate.
Fist.
but
Dire's middle
It's so dangerous.
Can they do anything about this?
No,
I don't
they
think
can't.
so.
There is one Ravage. Only one.
They could go back in right now if
Yeah,
they
but I
want.
think 1 Ravage is more than enough, to be honest. Like, what are Cloud9 going to fight with? That's the thing. Like, we talked about how their lineup is extremely fragile, and they picked Wind Ranger with it, which I do feel like in the laning phase is still very strong. But you still don't have any frontline hero at all, right? You just have a Phoenix, and you don't have a AoE team fight ability. Like, you don't have Black Hole, you don't have Tide Ravage. You don't have anybody to actually demand attention, absorb damage, or anything like that.
You could argue Phoenix is sort of like that. But
Yeah, but-
not really.
Like, every single time Bone 7 has gone in, if you miss even one hero with a spirit and you're the only person there and you supernova, you just die, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Like you need a supernova with like Gus backing you up, maybe a swap.
they needed to continue the kind of snowballing they were doing off the early game laning phase where they got 3 kills.
Yep.
Like, once that happens, the game should already be like early game just...
Oh, G.
Wow.
They're gonna find G.
Okay,
There's
the
a swap.
swap's gonna be there. The Yules.
Yes,
I think
BKB.
you just ult here. If you're, oh, what a 3-man silence, man. G silence has been on point. Pylai Die gets bashed. That's 1 kill, and G's just give up chasing. The birds need to drop
Jotun
right now.
again.
Yeah, AI 2000 is gonna be dead. The bird's not gonna do too much. Losing 2 support's not the worst, but
But at what cost or at what trade?
yeah, you're not
Man,
getting
G is
anything.
so rich. They're going to have double Ravage soon as well. 15 seconds left.
They know Envy's farming there. Oh man, if he gets gripped, he needs to TP. Force. Okay.
That was so clutch. What are you doing? Are they trading? Are they?
No, they're just trying to push out the wave.
Yeah, but you have your enemy at the base.
They can't defend with 3 heroes.
They
I
actually.
mean, what do they do?
3 heroes and burst. Oh no, the burst! The burst! I'm gonna kill
Oh my
Jotun.
god, Jot him. Oh, nice smoke, actually. Really nice.
Ravage gonna come out here. Actually, it's gonna go right on Envy. Envy has the BKB. The Bird is ulting right now. There's one bash, but they kind of have to disengage because the Bird will stun everybody. Actually, immediate deep proc. He's diving in again here. Jottum. Okay, nobody's dying just yet. Oh,
See that with the second Ravage?
Ravage?
No, it doesn't matter. He had the arcane first.
It only got Pylai die. I mean, this is actually as good of a fight, but here comes the grab on Fata. No way to cancel that one. Fata trying to run away. Wind run a little bit too late. The big dunk on Shaker. Bone 7 does not have die. Bone 7 is going to go down. Envy is healing. Is he buying himself? No, he's just kind of standing around watching the fight. That's it. GG.
Yeah.
MVP will be removed. Virtus.Pro Classic
No Phoenix allowed.
will be moving on.
Phoenix didn't win any games, right?
No.
No.
All right,
Although
so
I don't think the Phoenix was at fault this game.
I would say that maybe a different item than Rod of Eidos would have been more impactful, but I don't think any item would have mattered in the way the game went.
I think that's actually true. Again, for me, when I was talking about the draw Visage lineups,